How well done do you like your marshmallows usually?
A little bit charred on the side, but still soft and chewy inside.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Like just a little toasty, maybe a little char.
Yeah, it's kind of like, grilled vegetables. I like that little bit of that crunch inside still,
Totally.
As a long-term eczema patient, my challenge has often been, what happens like when you and your doctor don't agree? There have been times in the past where when I was first being diagnosed with eczema, I had issues where I was prescribed multiple courses of prednisone. I was conflicted. I ended up going to another doctor at that point. And so what do you think I could have done maybe in that time? Especially when I was kind of a new patient with eczema, I didn't know exactly where to go.
I think, that is a tough situation. And we often say that sometimes the patient is more difficult than the disease, but that's a very doctor-centric kind of a crummy thing to say. But the point is really the same. It's that there can be disagreement on how to proceed or where to go. But I really feel like if the patient's not on board, then it's by definition not a good option. There's always another treatment, find it. So I really think that that's part of it. And I think to some degree, if you have to be confident and comfortable saying what you feel, you got to be your own advocate, unfortunately,
Absolutely.
Because sometimes you can get steamrolled, especially in a fast visit.
I appreciate how you mentioned advocacy and self-advocacy, because I know at first that was the hardest thing for me, especially when I was getting conflicting information. And it made me, start doing, I guess, what some people call doctor shopping, where I would just go from one doctor to another, trying to get the information I thought was correct for me.
So I definitely hear you, and I think a lot of patients find that they need to see different practitioners, because if you're advocating for yourself and you feel like there's not a good connection, I think the right thing is to seek another opinion. I think so many people really don't feel heard. They don't feel like they're able to get that great therapeutic alliance, so they're forced to doctor shop to some degree. The bad side of that, though, can happen, I think, when people are really just looking for one specific agenda, and they can often find a person, or more often people, that can sort of enable them to do stuff that maybe is not the best treatment or the best standard of care.
It wasn't until I got involved with a clinical trial at a local university where I really finally felt heard. And it was interesting because I realized that was the main thing that had been missing in the conversation. And it just felt like all of a sudden we were having a real synergistic relationship, and the people want to help me and I want to help myself. So it was great.
That's what we want. You got it. I mean, that's really it. And I just wish we could somehow find a way to get that for everybody all the time, and it's just tough. But I love that you're exploring these other ways, and I love that you really pushed to the point where you found what you needed. That's the secret, right? That's the end point.
For me, I know it is that whole patient-doctor relationship, that synergy, that collaboration. Like you said, we're both working together for the same goal. How is it?
Good.
Yeah.
I missed the chocolate, but it's something.
I can't eat mine right now. I'm going to feel disappointed.